This Thursday at the Sheraton. Now joining me are two friends of mine, two absolutely beautiful Guamanian ladies, Norma Castillion and Trisha Allowit, and they are going to tell me about this event. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me all about it. I can't wait to find out.
Well, first of all, this conference is an annual conference for the women vets. Every year we have it. This is my third year helping out the conference, and we were very fortunate to have one of our members, our committee members, say that Trisha was going to be on island during this conference. And we started this back in January. Mind you, this is a late time to start working on a conference, but we were able to actually pull it off. And thank God we have somebody as wonderful as Trisha with a wonderful background. And she's she's got a lot of energy that I feel she's going to bring. And it's a different layout for the conference this year. We're not doing
stepping out last year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're not doing breakouts this year. We're actually going to have one general audience, so it's going to be awesome.
That's cool. Well, Trisha, you always bring the sunshine with you. Unfortunately, it looks like you brought the rain with you too. Too. So storm. Thanks a lot for that.
Hey, you can only appreciate the sun when you have the rain.
Really? I'm sure that's on a Hallmark card somewhere.
It is.
But this is truly the energy that Norma was saying that you bring to the program.
Yes,
so what are your contributions going to be?
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, Jason, it's more of what they brought to me. To be honest, because I went in there thinking I'm going to, do an actor's workshop like we had discussed before, and they just kind of took it where they wanted to take it and said, well, you know what? We want you to be our motivational speaker. I said, really? At first I was like, yay! And then I was just like, oh my God, these guys are here to motivate me. But it should be a great conversation with just lots of awesome women. That's the way I'm looking at it. And I'm really, really honored to be a part of this. I mean, these guys have been working, tooth and nail sometimes, getting sponsorships and all that kind of good stuff just for women vets on Guam.
And you're talking to a group of cadre, if you will, more appropriately, of women who, by the nature of their duty, have to be highly motivated and are all the time anyway. So how do you motivate the motivated, I guess, is the question.
Well, you know what? It's a big difference because these group of amazing women are already veterans. So they have their own motivation to bring to the table. My job, the way I look at it for that talk, is really how do I motivate them to bring their expertise to the vast public, to everybody else, to share it. Because a lot of times they believe, and this is just speaking for my friends who are also veterans, is that a lot of them, they don't have that self-esteem in them to believe that they have an expertise to share. Right. And I hope that they can see through this conference and everything that's going on with it, that they'll have that intake in them to say, you know what, I could do this. I have something to share, so listen to me.
Well, how many women veterans approximately do we have on Guam? Do you know?
Right now, from what I gather with some of the VA organizations, we're looking at maybe about 300. And that's only in the Garden Reserves. But if you add active duty, I would think we're coming in close to like 600-700 women vets total, if you look at it like that.
And of course, women in the military in general are beginning to exert their presence in line with the theme of women in the military stepping out. So how does that whole, is it a metaphor applied to what you guys are trying to do?
Our theme normally comes from the States. But this year, what happened was the planning committee actually started a little bit earlier than the States. So what we did was we asked National if we could take the lead this year. So this year, the mission or the theme for all women veterans nationwide is going to be Our Mission Never Ends, which is, I think, very much appropriate because these days we have a lot of our women that are coming back from deployments and missions. And not only are they coming back, but they're continuing on wherever they're stationed and whatever duties they're doing. We're not seeing very many women right today that have joined getting out of the military, even after deployments. So I think that's really a great thing. The only thing is, being that they serve and they're not only service members, but they're also most of them are also mothers, wives. We're hoping that this conference here in Guam, for our women vets, is going to be something that's going to, like Trish said, enlighten them, and when they walk out of this conference, have the drive to continue on their mission and you know, and be proud of who they are, because they definitely are heroes within themselves.
Certainly an unbelievable strain, both emotionally, physically, mentally, and you know, and on your faith as well. And that's,
Yes.
that's probably one of the things that carries you through.
Yes.
Okay, so where is the conference going to be, and you know, have you any seats left if people want to attend?
Yes, we're looking at about 100 folks attending the conference. Right now, as of yesterday, I believe we have about 70 folks that have registered online. We have people that that have called in and are not able to register, so we're telling them, by all means, just come on down and register at the registration. And we're not turning nobody away. We want as many people to come to the conference as possible.
Absolutely.
So we look forward to seeing everybody down there. Registration actually is going to start at 7:30 in the morning, and the conference will start at 8:30. It's going to be at the Sheraton, and it's going to be down in the ballroom.
Okay, well, ladies, thank you so much.
Well, thanks for
Thank
having us,
you.
Jason.
All right, we look forward to talking to you again.
Okay.
All right, stay tuned. We are back right after this.